Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and I'm so excited that you are here. As you may or may not know, I've been a full-time entrepreneur since May 2018. So it's been like 1.5 years since I started my business and went full-time. Now, I don't know about you, but I love watching people's morning routines. The only thing that I was kind of missing is like to see more entrepreneurial kind of morning routines. So today in this video, I will share my morning routine with you as a full-time entrepreneur. So I usually wake up between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. I tried getting up earlier, but it somehow just didn't seem to be my jam. I don't really go to bed late, but still going to bed that early so I feel fit at 6, it didn't really work out for me. I may go back to it later, but for now I get up between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. The first thing that I do is to get up and wash my face, because for me it really helps me to just put some fresh water into my face to really help me wake up, because I could easily sleep longer, let's be honest. So I just put some water onto my face, so I wake up. And then I do some skincare also, because I don't have the most clearest skin and I've been suffering with a lot of acne. How do you say that? I've been having acne for a long time. So I am very precise about my skincare routine. So that's the first thing I do so I feel fresh and awake in the morning. After washing my face, I usually go into the kitchen and make myself some coffee. Now recently, I started going from coffee to golden milk. If you don't know what golden milk is basically a curcuma latte, as far as I'm concerned. So basically, I just have curcuma powder. Is it actually called curcuma or curcumine? Let me look that up. Alright, it is called curcuma, so I was right, but actually it's also known as turmeric, which that is what I thought of. But anyway, so basically I just take some plant milk, warm it up, and then I put some curcuma powder in it and stir it so you don't get like all these clumpies. I hate that, that's disgusting, but that's what I do. And then I just take that drink, I take my golden milk, and I go back into my room and I have a little meditation. I feel like my way of meditating is very different from what you would usually see as like meditating. So it's been a long journey for me in meditation, let me tell you that. And what I really found for me is that the most meaningful thing for me in the morning, being an entrepreneur, is to really take some time to really zoom out and cool down and like really start the day with a clean slate. And I don't know if you've ever tried meditation, but for me when I started, I was really so stressed out because there are all these amazing programs that will help you to meditate. But for me, it always seemed so forced, and like on some days I just can't seem to chill and, calm down like that. So now what I do, I call it meditation, but technically you could also just call it sitting in silence or with like nature sounds on. But I guess it's not your typical meditation, but really, like I said, the main point for me is to just sit down, take some time to really zoom out, and at the same time it often leads me to think about what I want to achieve that day. And if I feel like there's something in my head that I want to put to paper, I just take my bullet journal. Bullet journaling has changed my life, let me tell you that, and let me know if you want a video about that, because that helped me to be so much more productive. It's crazy. I'm the biggest bullet journal advocate. But so if I feel during my little meditation, if I feel like writing down, then I just take my bullet journal and kind of put that in. And I think you already see what I mean. Like, for me, meditation is not just like the typical sitting down and like feeling into your body. It is also that, but I don't force that. So sometimes I'll just write into my bullet journal. Sometimes I'll just sit there in silence. Sometimes I'll lay down, not in the bed though, because then I will just fall back asleep. So meditation for me has like all different shapes and forms. But for me, being an entrepreneur, it is so important to really take that time in the morning to really chill out and see what I want to get done that day. After my meditation, I usually read a little bit. Currently, I don't do that so often because currently I'm reading like a relationship book kind of, and it's not so much business related. I usually I'm more intrigued to read in the morning if I'm reading a business book, because I feel like that always gives me like some really good insight and motivation to work on what I'm going to work on. And this relationship book just seems kind of like completely out of topic for me, and I rather read that at night. But usually if I'm reading a business book at the moment, then I'll also read like a page or two. My morning routine is set up in a way that is like pretty stable within itself. Like I really have found the things that I need to get done in the morning to be the most productive, but it is pretty flexible within itself. So I'm not too strict about the different things. So if I meditate 20 minutes, fine. If I meditate 5 minutes, fine. If I read one page of my book, then I read one page of my book. But if I want to read 10 or 20, that is also fine. After this little mini retreat for myself, I change into my normal clothes. Now, changing into normal clothes in the morning, it's one of the things that really has made a difference for me, because I do work from home. I should mention that I do work from home, and a lot of times when I was just kind of staying in my pajamas for the entire day, or just like in leggings and like any random top or whatever, I just felt less productive, and I always felt like this little nugget just working from home, chilling. Like I just didn't feel as productive. Whereas when I put on real clothes, like what I'm wearing now, I just automatically feel way more productive, and I feel more like, let's get things done. So that's the kind of vibe I want to be in. So really getting into a nice outfit in the morning has helped me so much to be more productive as someone that's working from home. The next thing that I do in the morning is to walk my dog. Now that is another kind of like mini retreat for myself. A lot of times when I walk my dog, I don't take my phone, because I really just want to breathe some fresh air and really like take the day in and get there and really just, you know, have some calm moments before the storm begins, basically, because I'm really ambitious, so I can do a lot of things in short time. And when I work and when I'm passionate about something, I don't stop working. So really taking the time to walk my dog in the morning, and then also just like being phone free, being technology free, it's amazing. After walking my dog, I usually finally sit down at my desk. Then it's usually around like 8:30, 9:30, depending on how slow or fast I was that morning. And then I take my bullet journal and I really map out my day. Now, some days where I feel like I really have something in my head that I want to put on paper, then I already kind of map out my day the night before. So sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely need to do that tomorrow. So then I'll already have it on my list. But in the morning then, when I sit down, I always look at my bullet journal, and I'll either look at the list that I've made the night before or come up with a list of things that I'm gonna do that day. Now, as I said, let me know if you're interested in more bullet journaling, because I don't want to go into depth right now, but there's a lot of things that go into bullet journaling that have helped me. So that's what I do. I map out my day, or I take the mapped out thing that I already had, and then I start working. Alright, this was it. This was a little impression into my morning routine. I hope you really liked it. I'm sorry for the lighting. It has changed a lot during this video, but I don't want to complain because it means we finally have some good weather here, which makes me really excited. But anyway, I hope this was helpful to you and it gave you some inspiration for your own morning routine. Overall, I can definitely only recommend you to get yourself a morning routine if you don't have one, or if you have one but it doesn't really work for you, really take a look at it again. For me, really taking the time to see what would I need in the morning, that took some time, but then it was worth it, and now it's a morning routine that I can easily stick with. So thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad I could share this video with you. If you want to learn more about Instagram and Instagram marketing, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every single week. So hopefully I'll see you next week, and bye.